plain white letters on a black background. Last week on the 3:30 Bloopers. Highlights from the previous episode, fate and reveal. Microsoft Studios audio description by Microsoft Mike. An intro video shows highlights from the past two episodes, which consist of the in-name television code and new 330 slides featuring its society. On a blue background, NBC Productions Inc. presents the 3:30 Bloopers Episode 3, More Logo Chaos.
Again today, as more logo chaos continues on the 3:30. And this is
A
Mr.
stick
Tim
figure
right
of
here.
Clint
He'll
Booth
be
with a man
operating the
with a
logos and
mustache.
seeing what he could do to bring in one of the most popular local television news programs of 2004. Ready for this, Mr. Tim? Here is the logo for the 3:30.
Cox Communications.
Cox Communications. Day 3 of the 3:30 Bloopers, and this is what you'll get.
Yes, and Cox Communications does not belong on the 3:30. Cox Communications belongs to Fox 23 and News on 6. But what if I put St. John on here? Cox Communications would be part of St. John Health System.
Mr. Tim adds the St. John Health System
The
logo.
3:30 does not mean Cox Communications and St. John Health System.
But what if I painted
He
over
paints
St.
the
John
emblem
emblem?
with blue ink.
Mr. Tim, this is permanent paint that never comes off. It would ruin the emblem. And it belongs to St. John Health System in Tulsa. And did you just put WD right next to it?
A
I
Warner
said no
Brothers
logos
shield.
on the 3:30.
And I would remove the health system from the St. John logo if I were you, then put the communications right in place of it.
Communications
Mr.
from the
Tim, are
Cox
you trying
logo
to merge
replace
with
health
Cox
system.
Communications?
For Cox Communications, yes, but actually, St. John would merge with WB.
What if Miles Neff sees all of this? Mr. Tim, St. John does not need to merge with WB.
St. John Communications, WB, price was right.
St. John
Mr. Tim,
Communications
Price
merged
wasn't
with
right that
WB.
St. John
Price was right.
Communications merges with WB. Let's move on to the next one.
Dirty jobs.
Dirty
With a
Jobs
pencil,
was
Mr.
hosted by
Tim
Mike
circles
Rowe.
the word
Hi, I'm
dirty.
Mike Rowe, and this is my job.
And you're not Mike Rowe, and that isn't your job. Final answer.
Even if it's not too dirty, yes, final answer.
Miles
Pictures
Neff
of
and
Miles
Donald
Neff
Trump.
and Donald
They
Trump.
don't need to be on the
Mr. Tim
3:30
adds the
anyway.
CPB
Wait
logo,
until Miles
followed
Neff
by an air
paints
mask.
his own face alongside Donald Trump's. But what does Miles Neff think? They're both funded by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And what does he think he's bringing a PDF gas mask?
Mr. Tim, listen, you don't understand, but does Miles Neff and Donald Trump think that they're both funded by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and they want to bring a PDF gas mask to the 3:30 on Oklahoma's News Channel 8? No. Miles Neff, Donald Trump, CPV, and PDF gas mask. Mr. Tim, get rid of these four and bring up the proper logo. Now.
IHOP Express.
Mr. Tim, does Miles Neff want to see IHOP Express appear in the 3:30? No, Mr. Tim, again, for the 14th time, please bring up the proper logo or I will call on Miles Neff.
Seinfeld, WGBH.
WGBH. What does Miles Neff think that Seinfeld would be described by WGBH?
Oh, for the last time, Mr. Tim, please bring up the proper logo or I will call on Miles Neff.
Is it
Is it
almost
almost
3:30?
3:30? No, Mr. Tim, you cannot say, is it almost 3:30, to every viewer there is, watching the 3:30 on Oklahoma's News Channel 8.
Playhouse
Alright,
Disney,
so now you
Xbox
have your
360.
50-50, phone a friend and ask the audience. And Playhouse Disney and Xbox 360. And take a look at
The
the
slide
television
is shown
screen
on
right
a
now.
television screen,
Playhouse
with the
Disney and
top corner
Xbox
showing 3
360.
icons.
You have your 3 lifelines, which one do you prefer?
50-50.
50-50
Okay,
is used,
50-50,
as the
and
first icon
50-50
is
you've
marked with
already
an
used
X
so
with a red
far.
pencil.
Going
A
50-50
title,
with Miles
later
Neff,
after
what does he
Oklahoma's
think?
News Channel 8 declined Playhouse Disney and Xbox 360 for the 3:30.
No, Playhouse Disney and Xbox 360 are not on the 3:30. I am getting ready to call on Miles Neff right this minute.
Clint Boone is calling Miles Neff at extension number 278. With Clint Boone.
Miles Neff is coming by right now. You have already used your 50-50, and Playhouse Disney should be changed to the THE, and Xbox
Now Miles Neff
360
is
should
between
be
Clint
changed
Boone
to
and Mr. Tim.
3:30. Miles Neff.
Mr. Clint Boone, how are you doing?
We're doing great. As you know, Mr. Tim has used his 50-50, and now we're showing you this picture right here on this monitor. Playhouse Disney
The
and
slide
Xbox
with phone a friend
360.
and ask the audience
Playhouse
intact.
Disney, Xbox 360. Mr. Tim, we're gonna have a talk in my office
Words
right
appear.
now.
Office
Mr.
Miles
Tim,
Neff
this is
Studio
why you're doing
A150.
the 330, not such a children's programming block and video game system situation that is part of Oklahoma's News Channel 8. And Mr. Boone, the 330 is part of Oklahoma's News Channel 8. And Mr. Tim, next time, no more Playhouse Disney and no more Xbox 360. And Mr. Tim has already used his 50-50 to challenge against me. Next time, don't do it again.
Later in the control room with
Mr.
Clint
Tim,
Boone and Mr.
no
Tim.
more Playhouse Disney or Xbox 360. If you want these two, go to another station, but not Oklahoma's News Channel 8.
The
Oklahoma's
330
News Channel
bloopers,
8
starring
covers you can
Speakonia
count
adult
on
male
Mr.
number
Tim,
1 as
Playhouse
Clint Boone,
Disney, Playhouse
Speakonia
Disney, and
adult male
Xbox
number 4 as
360,
Miles
360
Neff,
at 360.
and
Mr.
Speakonia
Tim,
adult
Mr.
male
Tim, you are
number
not
8
to
as
ever talk
Mr.
about
Tim.
Playhouse Disney
Original
or
music
Xbox
by David
360 at
Michton.
360,
Copyright
360
2017
CEC,
by
Chuck E.
NBC
Cheese,
Productions Inc.
CEC, Chuck E. Cheese. That's a wrap, Mr. Tim. We are out of here. We are not doing all this again. Playhouse Disney and Xbox 360. What is wrong with you? Sphincter.